Hello and welcome back, and if you're new to the channel, thanks for checking it out. It's going to be echoey in here because I'm in a small greenhouse in the middle of a storm, and you've probably gathered that by the opening shots to this video. So what am I doing in here? I'm going to see how my sweet potatoes are doing. Hopefully I've got something to show for the 3 months they've been in the grow bags. I certainly have a lot of foliage and a lot of plants, and I'll let you have a look. So yeah, I suppose it's for me to actually stick my trowel in and see what I've got in there. I'll let you have a look. So you can see I've got a sea of greenery everywhere. It is a kind of a vine, I believe a sweet potato is, or I know it's a vine, and as you can see it started to creep and go everywhere. So it's been doing very well so far as the plants, but I have no idea what is in the actual soil where the tubers are. Those original store-bought sweet potatoes, as you can see, one is pretty much exhausted and shriveled to nothing, and the other ones here are still producing slips, and so is this one here. And I want to get these in the ground to give them a chance to produce some sweet potatoes, even if they're of poor quality, so I can start producing more slips early next year and continue the process. But all in all, I've been quite happy with the method which I've been able to produce slips to then transplant into compost bags to get to this point. I suppose the proof is in the pudding. What have I got in the soil? It's been about 90 days or 3 months, so hopefully there should be something there. I am a little bit nervous and full of apprehension because it's a long time to wait. And I guess that's what gardening is all about. Now my poor greenhouse is really being buffeted by all this wind, but at least I've got something and somewhere I can video, because realistically you would hear nothing outside. So anyway, this is one of the vines here. I'm just trying to establish it, the whole plant itself. And there it is. And I don't know how you harvest them. Do you pull them out? Obviously not. So I've got to dig. And I'll get my hand in there. Oh, I can feel something quite big down there. What about here? Have I got anything? Nothing there so far. What about in here? Is it too early? Should I have left them go longer? There is no, I think it's still too early. I do have sweet potatoes, but they're definitely not ready. Those aren't. Although I am quite happy that I've got some, but I was under the impression 3 months would be enough to give me some, but they're really juvenile. Let me get down in here. No, there's nothing more in there. Right. So obviously I'm going to have to do my research, but I believe I may have to leave them a lot longer. But I do actually have sweet potatoes, baby ones coming through. So I'm guessing possibly another month, 2 months yet. So I just tried to pull one out on this far end corner here, because obviously my theory is this would be getting the most heat. And there is a sweet potato, but it's of no size yet. Obviously I've destroyed the plant taking it out. But yeah, I needed to have a look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue watering these, and hopefully the frosts and that hold off, and this greenhouse provides enough heat to allow me to take these to pretty much a full eating size. But I think I could have been a little bit late in the year planting them. Anyway, hey ho, this is all an experiment, like I said. And I'm just pleased I actually do have, or I'm able to produce sweet potatoes. But obviously, you know, it's not a full-blown success yet because I've got finger size sweet potatoes. I haven't got the big massive tubers. So I'm going to water these and retrieve the plants I've pulled out, leave the rest go, and try to nurture these on till I can actually get full-size sweet potatoes. I'm guessing off the top of my head I've got to be at least another 2 months away. So, you know, let's see if I can do it. Am I disappointed? Not really. I'm just going to shut this greenhouse door. It's going to fly away, this greenhouse. No, am I disappointed? Not really. I'm a bit sort of like, I was rather hoping on a wing and a prayer I was going to have a sweet potato I could cook today and try it. But we can see I've got finger-sized sweet potatoes, so there I'm going to have to do my research, but I'm just guessing, like I said, another month, 2 months away. But it does show that this is a viable experiment, and if you've watched my experiment, how I've got to this particular point, you know, it shows that it can be done in the cheapest and easiest of you know, ways. And it's not over yet. I mean, the experiment isn't over. I'm going to continue unless we get really bad frosts and this greenhouse can't allow these plants to produce any more in the size of the sweet potato and quality. I'm just hoping on a wing and a prayer here now, but I shall be planting earlier in the season to make use of the summer heat to actually bring them on faster, I think, next year. Right then, I've got a watering can. I'm giving these a thoroughly good water. I did notice that the soil was a bit dry. That's obviously something. Have I been watering them enough? I haven't overwatered them, so I didn't want to rot them out. And it's always that, are you doing it enough? But because obviously we're losing the heat, the ambient heat and everything of the warmer months, and we're going into winter, I'm just worried that they'll sit in a pool of water and rot. But it is a greenhouse, so hopefully this should manage to produce you know, enough heat to evaporate some of the leftover water. So like I've just previously said, I'm going to do a bit more research and try to get a sensible guesstimation of when I need to start pulling a few more up. But, you know, it's not a dead loss. I do actually have baby sweet potatoes. They're of no eating value at the moment, but they are there. And like I said, it's a race against the frosts this time of year. But hopefully I can do it, and if I am successful I will show you. I don't want it to end here on this kind of note, because on each step I've been quite chuffed, and to be honest with you, I am chuffed I've got this far, and it shows me I can do it next year. I just have to be a good two maybe 3 months earlier in my process of getting started. Well, I'm back inside. I've got my coffee and I'm just warming up. I got actually quite wet just coming from the greenhouse. Around the side of the house I got caught in one of the showers, and they're absolutely horrendous. Yeah, we will get out on the trail. It's just a matter of waiting for these storms and rain to pass, because, you know, there'd be no video quality in that. But yeah, that's where I am with my sweet potatoes, or my sweet potato experiment. Like I said, I'm very happy. Kind of, you know, hoped and wished for something a little bit bigger and more, but I do have sweet potatoes, and hopefully I can get some out of it. But yeah, this is Andy, and yeah, always give something a go. You never know. You know, there's got to be a lesson there. But yeah, take care, Andy.